Hi, I'm Mark Cleghorn, and this is an interesting question we got posed, was when should I start charging for my photography, was the big question. And I would say to that, as soon as you can, as soon as you start believing in yourself, as soon as you start to put a product into front of somebody who's not friends and family, you should start to charge for it as soon as you can. But that wasn't the real question, all right? There's 4 little questions. Do I need a portfolio of work first? Do I need expensive kit and lights? Do I need a studio? And do I need a degree in photography to be a photographer? So the first one of the points, do I need a portfolio of work first? Yeah, duh. Because you're going to need to actually show off your work. So that's where friends and family and the odd freebie comes into it, is that you need to develop as quick as you can. You've got the likes of Pinterest and Google to really get inspired photographically, and then all you need to do is try and find from the bombardment of images you're going to get from those 2 kind of sources, the type of photographer that you want to be, and based on that then you need to start to actually create your portfolio of images to match your end mission, whether it's in the short term or the long term. Number 2, do I need expensive kit and lights? No, you don't. I have a saying that is natural light before reflector, reflector before flash, and flash is the last resort. So in the purchasing power, you should be buying a reflector first, or 2 of them, a diffusion and a reflective. They will allow you to work naturally on location or with window light, and allow you to bounce some of the light to help with the contrast problems that you might have. As far as the second point, as far as lighting is concerned, you don't need to buy expensive lights. However, if you buy right to begin with, it'll save you a lot of money in the end term. I definitely encourage you at an entry level for a studio flash styling, i.e. those who plug into the mains, to look at the likes of the D-Light 1 kit. If you're going to be a speed light photographer, except that you're not going to have a modeling bulb, so you're not going to see where the light falls, you're going to be working in a slightly darkened room, and basically they're going to run out of power quickly. So you don't have to buy expensive kit, but obviously the quicker you can invest into plug-in lights or proper battery operated lights, it'll make the job a lot easier for you. Do you need a studio? No, I think a studio space helps though, especially if you work in dark, damp, wet climates like I do in the UK. It always helps in winter months that you've got a room, but you can always beg, borrow and steal one of those local church halls, community halls, friends who've got businesses. They'll be somewhere around that you can probably steal to begin with to actually set up small studio spaces. But in the long term, if you ask me the question today, 2019, would I open a high street studio today? The quick answer for you is absolutely yes. You obviously need a lot more training than just me saying yes to you to be able to go ahead and do that. But after 35 years within the industry and basically running a high street premises for 17 years, I know today is still, there's money to be earned, even within the Xperience group. As soon as basically affordable, many of the photographers will end up owning a high street studio of some kind, but it's not essential. Last question was, do I need a degree? I think that's really down to you. If you're going to a university to do a degree in photography, I would make sure you don't waste any minute. So use their equipment, use their energy, use their facilities to be the absolutely most incredible creative that you can ever imagine yourself to be. If at the end of the 3 years you are not the most incredible creative that you can imagine to be, you've technically wasted 3 years. Along the 3 years, of course, you've got to make sure that your incredible creative imagery is also sellable and you know the marketplace. So if you are going to go through a degree course in photography, I would also try and find a sidecar course in some way that actually helps you understand how you're going to make money from your degree in photography as well, unless you're going to become an academic. Me, I'm self-taught. I came right out of high school, waiting for my exam results before I went on to university to do three-dimensional design. But that time, the 3 months that I had off between exams and basically going to university, I went to work for a photographer. And basically, I never went to uni. I basically opened my own studio then. Not long after that, at the age of 22, we opened up and basically ran it alongside my wife and things. So it's not for everybody, but neither is running your own business. So don't be afraid of keeping photography as a hobby if that's where your passion is. It doesn't always have to have the word pro in front. In fact, I know many professional photographers who earn less than average wage. So again, use it in the way that you want it to, and make sure if you are going to go on a degree course that you absolutely know what they're going to deliver and what you're going to achieve by the end, and not just use it a 3-year for kind of dossing around or getting drunk. I like the idea of that, but in the reality is it's going to be a waste of your life.